Hello there. Hope your day has been great. Welcome to day 30 of our 50 days spoken English journey. 20 days left into completion. So let's directly understand what our topic for today is. And it is nothing but word formation. Let me ask you something really interesting before I start the session. Why do we say toothbrush but not brush for the teeth every time? Why blackboard and not board which is black? Okay, because English loves shortcuts, and today you are going to learn one of the biggest shortcuts in the language. So the big idea for today is some English words are made easy by joining two words to create what? One whole new meaning. And my friends, these are nothing but compound words. So two simple words forms one new word, and that is, for example, moon plus light, moonlight, right? English builds new words the way we build Lego blocks, the puzzle games or anything that is pretty much uh, directional towards building things, all right? So take two simple words, okay? And what happens? A brand new meaning is born. As I just told you, moon plus light is moonlight. Two small words, one powerful word. Now, this is what is compound word for you. All right. Now, what exactly are compound words? We need to understand what is the core concept of these words. Most compound words are nouns. And what are nouns? Things that we can see, touch, or use. Some are adjectives, words that describe these nouns. And sometimes even verbs join together to kind of enhance the way people speak English. All right. So they are pretty much formed by joining two or more simple words to form that whole new word which has a greater meaning. For example, okay, moonlight, rail and way, great fire and escape, and wind along with mill. If you can see all these words, the ones that I'm highlighting here, okay, trying to make a square, yes, perfect square. Now, I would want you to kind of focus on the screen. When I say moonlight, railway, fire escape, wind, and mill, each and every word has a meaning, right? Now, the brilliant idea is to just get these words coming together like best friends and sounding something which is truly enhanced at the end of the whole concept. All right. Now, let's look at the types of compound nouns for today. Okay. Now, before that, I would just want you to think about this as you already use compound words every day. However, you know what, my friends? That is without noticing. Okay. These are compound words, but we have already been taught these as they are. So that is the reason we don't know that these words are known as compound words. Okay, now let's kind of wrap our heads around another concept wherein we are looking at how can they be formed in many patterns. Okay, so you're not just learning something new, you're learning because you want to be aware of something that you're already speaking, that is, in our daily lives. Let's look at section one. Okay, so that is noun plus noun. What do you mean by noun plus noun? It's not rocket science, it's just that we are going to go ahead and join two nouns. That's it. And how? So, word is moon and light. Obviously, light which comes out, from the moon. That's it. Post and man, man who delivers the post, right? Railway, rail transport system. Way is nothing but a directional use of this particular word in reference to what? A transport vehicle. That is rail. So, railway. Both are nouns, okay, but gives out a different meaning, that is the rail transport system itself. All right, great. Let's look at the fourth one for today, windmill. Mill moved by wind. You know how a windmill looks, right? The huge structures which actually kind of move with the help of wind. All right. So now this is something I understand as, English love efficiency. It This language pretty much loves efficiency, and you really need to understand that there are these concepts wherein if we kind of try to use them on daily basis, we as people trying to learn this language are going to attain certain sense of fluency at the end of every concept that I share with you here at GK Pro Academy. Thank you. So let's moving on. Now, if we kind of go ahead and check out the second topic, the point for today is adjective plus noun. I reinforced many a times that adjective is the best friend of the noun, and it, kind of gives a ladder up to this particular part of speech. In the sense, it revamps the noun. All right. So an adjective describes the noun. Now, how could that be going hand in hand? And how do we look at making compound words using this particular formula, that is adjective plus noun? Here's the first word that describes the second. Okay. Just kind of remember that the first word describes the second word. All right. Like blackboard. So the first word black is pretty much describing our noun. So what is adjective here? What is the adjective here? It is black. What is black? The board is black. So a board that is black in color. Correct? Absolutely. Now, sweetheart. What is sweetheart? A loved person. All right? Right? Heart, this is probably, it's like sweet in the sense you can't taste it, but however, it's just a phrase to say that you kind of think that this person is really sweet, right? So, sweetheart. Stronghold, in the sense a strong place. A person has a strong hold on something. Okay. Now, these are the things that you need to keep in mind when you're looking at using compound words in the way you speak English. Right. Let's quickly go ahead and look at the third point for today. That is verb plus noun. Now, when I say verb plus noun, we all know that verbs are action words, right? However, when they join noun, they sound like this: break, fast. Break plus fast. Break, break. What is break? Break is, if you're kind of looking at it as a word, it's a verb. Break, fast. Pick, pocket. Pick, what is pick? It's an action. You're picking at something, like you're just picking up something. So pickpocket, person who picks pockets, right? That's again a strategy here, guys. You can keep these pointers in mind. And what best I can tell you to do right now is the same thing I tell you always, is to pause the video. Okay? Wherever I draw this icon, you just kindly go ahead and do the same, because pause the video and try to make out sentences out of these. All right, and try to understand whenever you're kind of going ahead and articulating a compound word, understand which part of speech it belongs to. So what happens there is that you get a deeper understanding, and your efficiency to make proper sentences hits the spot. Okay, good. Now let's move on. Scarecrow, object that scares the birds away. All right, but however, scare is a verb. Crow is what? It's a noun. So you're kind of joining these two parts of speech, like verb and a noun, right? Now let's look at something also known as the gerund. I already spoke about this in my previous, the lesson as well. Okay, so gerunds are verbs in the ing form. However, they take a position of a noun in a sentence. All right. So an ing form joins a noun. An ing form, that is the gerund, okay, forms or joins the noun, makes friends with nouns. All right. Let's look at some examples for today. So the examples are drawing room. Room for drawing, not sitting. I'm sorry, it's a room for drawing. Writing desk. Desk for writing. Correct? Writing is a gerund, and here desk is your noun. Walking stick, the stick that pretty much helps an old person to walk, right? Walking stick. But it goes together. So these are compound words, guys. These are the ways to enhance the way you speak, to improve the way you speak, and daily use of these words makes a lot of difference. Go ahead and try to do that on daily basis as well. Next, adverb, okay, or preposition plus a noun. We know what an adverb is, right? And we know what a preposition is, correct? So adverb accentuates the action word. Preposition is to show where or the position of the particular noun. So let's look at some examples for this as well. Overcoat. Over is a preposition, right? It's a preposition. It's a position. Overcoat. Coat worn over clothes. Amazing, amazing compound word. Overcoat. Inmate. Inmate. What is an inmate? It's a prisoner. It's not like a person who is inside. Okay. That's the basic translation of the meaning if you look at inmate. But however, inmate can also be used to talk in terms of prisoner. Inmate. In is a preposition. Mate is a person. Bypass. By also is a preposition. Pass is a road, like the side road or the um, substitute road, I can just say. Like if you want to kind of go subjectively to the meaning of bypass, it's a side road, a smaller road, which is like kind of present when you're choosing another way around. So bypass, again a preposition, and pass, right? So the next point for today, or the next type of compound, all right, compound words are verb and an adverb. You're kind of going to go ahead and make friends between these two people, that is verb and an adverb. Okay, lock up. Lock up, place to lock something. Go between. Go between, the middle person. Send off. Send is a verb. Off, farewell, send off. All right. So what I really want you to do, guys, is see the types of compound nouns. I just want you to try to just remember what I'm kind of telling you right now. Other than that, you can take it down somewhere in your notebook or your notepad as well. The type of compound nouns, and the best thing to do is to get a deeper understanding of the concept. You can make your own sentences and try to relate with the parts of speech at that point where you're making these sentences or these words. All right, great. So the first word that I spoke about is noun plus noun. Second is the adjective plus noun. Third is the verb plus noun. The fourth is the gerund plus noun. And the fifth is adverb or a preposition plus noun. Verb plus an adverb. Now it is an adverb plus verb, just the meaning is reversed. Upkeep. Actually, this is a preposition plus verb, okay? This is a preposition, okay? So upkeep. I'm just going to write PRE so that you understand that this is a preposition. Okay. All right. So upkeep, outcome, income. So these are the ways that you kind of look at making compound words. The next section for today is the compound adjectives. We were dealing with compound nouns till now, and now it is compound adjectives. Now, compound words can also act like adjectives. I told you what an adjective means, right? It means that they show the quality of the noun, right? So a noun plus adjective or a participle, it looks like this. A noun is snow, adjective white, all right? It means it's truly white, snow white. Heart broken, very sad. The meaning is very sad. However, it's a noun plus adjective. Worldwide. Okay, world is a noun, wide adjective, across the world. Let's look at the second type under the compound adjectives part. Adjective plus adjective. What do you mean adjective plus adjective? Both qualities together, that's it. Nothing to really break your heads about. It's just both qualities coming together. Okay, like red hot, blue black, dull gray, right? Two qualities coming together and forming something really, really interesting here, guys. Okay. Uh, Again, just to give you an insight of using these words in your daily life, is that you can go ahead and pretty much memorize this as well. All right. So, these words, what is the main goal here? To kind of improvise the way you speak, right? So these words, or if you use these words on daily basis in the way you speak, I'm sure that you are going to understand what I'm talking about. All right. Now, an adverb plus a participle. Long lasting, never ending, well known. All right. Now, these words again are uh, compound adjectives wherein you're kind of looking at using combination of an adverb plus an participle. Uh, don't try to get confused with the concept. What best I can tell you, to make this journey even shorter for you is memorize these words and use them in your daily life. As simple as that. Don't really try to get around the grammar concepts and kind of getting confused and trying to overload yourself with the things like why, what is adverb, getting into the Google and going in kind of stretching out your arms to understand what exactly it is on a deeper level, what is a participle. Don't do that. Go ahead and memorize these words. What best you can do right now is to enhance your English in a short duration of time, is that. All right. So long lasting, never ending, and well known, also known as compound adjectives. Okay, great. Now, how to understand compound words? How to understand them? We went through what are the types, right? We just kind of kind of jumped into knowing the meaning of compound words. We know what they are. They're two simple words getting along with each other to kind of form a totally a brilliant new word, right? We understood that pretty much, and we kind of looked at some examples as well. Now, type of compound words also we saw, and we saw how they are combined together and what are the meanings out of each of the compound words that I just spoke about right now. All right. Now, another important factor is how to understand compound words. Here's the secret rule: the second word is the main idea, the first word gives an extra detail. Okay. So, for example, toothbrush. Brush is the main idea. Okay, and the first word is the detail for this main idea. And what is this brush used for? Obviously for teeth. Rail, way is the main idea, the road is the main idea, and for what? The detail is for the rails or the trains, right? That's how easy it gets. Okay, so the concept here is that English gives the core meaning till you understand it on a different level. All right. Now, I just want you to understand this also. So, this is a tip that is an important speaking tip. In most compound nouns, okay, in most compound nouns, stress is on the first word, like blackboard. We are not going to say blackboard. It doesn't even sound right. If I say blackboard, it sounds spot on. If I say blackboard, it kind of sounds like there is something wrong happening here. All right. If I say postman, it's like I'm calling the postman from a very far away distance, right? Postman. No, it's postman. If I say windmill, again the same theory. So please go ahead and stress on the first word, windmill. Okay, great. Stress changes the meaning, and this is real spoken English for you guys. Okay, so practice this part, complete the compound word. Already the answers have been given. Basically, what you can do here is again pause the video, and a best thing that you can do, okay, is that you can make sentences out of these. All right? Make sentences out of these words. These are compound words for you. Go ahead and make words out of these and sentences out of this, and try to see whether you can make new words as well. Okay, that also can be a method to enhance the way you speak. Okay, so what you can best do is either make sentences out of these words. Already you can see I have already given you answers here. Okay, these are answers itself: snow plus dash, pick plus dash, over, then black, and moon plus dash, etc. So I would just generally want you to go ahead and try to um, give them new words. Give moon a new word, give black a new word, over a new word, pick plus a new word, snow plus a new word, and see if it fits the bill or they fit into each other like puzzle pieces. Now then you will know what is the importance of using compound words, my friends. Okay, great. Now, just to kind of give you a final message, compound words make English smarter, faster, and more natural. Okay, this is how real English grows, not by adding big grammar, okay, just by getting these tiny ideas together, you will understand how spoken English gets magical. Okay, great. So now, again, to tell you the same thing all around, that please go ahead and practice these words. I would really want you to use them in your daily life as well, so that you understand that these words make your English richer, helps you sound natural, and are very common in daily speech. Just that, we do not realize that we are using these words. Okay? Great. So if you're learning with us on YouTube, guys, this lesson is a part of a free spoken English course. If you want guided practice and step-by-step confidence building, you can always join us through the free course link in the description. Start free. Remember, continue only when you feel ready. Great. So thank you so much. Have a great day ahead.